Good afternoon, friends. I'm Jigmendra Pal from Jigmendra Pal Grammar Classes YouTube channel. Dear friends, this is my first video. Today I am going to share my views and thoughts and experiences about English with all of you. Dear friends, as we all know that English is a language like other languages of the world. It's spoken all over the world. That's why it's called the window of the world. Because we can see the whole world by reading a book or by reading the books in English, by sitting in a corner of a room. We can see the whole world by reading the different books written or printed in English language. So we all know that we can't do only with our mother tongue because it's an era of globalization. So English is spoken all over the world, so it has become the necessity of learning English for each and every student of the world. If he or she will not learn English, he will lag behind the other persons of the world. So, dear friends, as we know, we are Indian people. In India, English is not spoken around us. It's not our mother tongue. In most of the states, each state has its own language. For example, in Punjab, Punjabi is the main language of Punjab, and Kannada is the main language of Karnataka. Marathi is the language of Maharashtra. Thus, all other states also have their own languages. Even in a single state, so many languages are spoken. It's a well-known saying that language changes almost at, you can say, 5 or 6 kilometers. So we can't deny this fact also. But even then, we will have to learn English if we want to go ahead in our life, if we want to succeed, if we want to match with the world, then we will have to learn English. So my dear friends, I want to make one thing clear, that English is not a tough task to learn. It can be learned like the other languages also. It can be learned in two ways, formally or informally, you can say. Formally, we can learn it by going to schools or by going to some tutor. But informally, we can learn it by listening to it from our environment. But unfortunately, our environment is not English speaking. We feel proud and should always be proud to speak our mother tongue. So mostly we listen to our mother tongue all around us. So the question rises, then how English should be learned? So dear friends, number one is by going to schools or colleges, and the second one is by listening to the videos of English, or by watching movies, or by listening to the news in English. By doing so, we can also learn English gradually. Let's take the example of a child who starts to learn a language. In the beginning, his parents or the elders of his family speak small words like mama, papa, etc., and the child copies him or her and learns some words, and gradually his vocab becomes so rich by listening to the words from his elders or his surroundings that he becomes a fluent speaker of that language. So, dear friends, English can also be learned in the same way, but our surroundings or our environment is not spoken English, so we will have to learn it, especially by going to some teacher or by going to school. So, dear friends, if I talk about the modules, I think there are 4 modules in each and every language of the world. They are number 1, listening, number 2, speaking, number 3, reading, and number 4, writing. To understand all these modules, let's take the example of a child who starts to learn English. First of all, a child listens to the words from his or her elders, then he tries to speak them, and then he starts reading, and at the 4th stage he starts writing. For example, an illiterate person speaks English or Punjabi or any language of the world, or whatever his or her is mother tongue, he or she speaks that language fluently without going to school or without learning that language formally. So, dear friends, we can also learn only if the environment is English speaking all around us. But now it's not so. That's why we have to learn it in a formal way. First of all, try to listen to the English news or watch English movies or whatever you can listen in English. And the second thing, or we can say the second way of learning is formal. That can be learned in 2 ways. First is by learning the grammar of that language, and the second one is by reading the books and then making or understanding the rules of grammar by reading the books. I think each and every person has his or her own views. Some people say that grammar is necessary to learn a language, and some say that it's not necessary to learn grammar to learn a language. But both the views are right, both are correct. If a student wants to gain some government job, then he or she will have to learn grammatic rules also, because in each and every competitive test, objective type questions are there, and if you don't know the grammar of that language you will lag behind. So from this point of view, the grammar is one of the most important part of a language. And the second thing is, if a person doesn't know grammatical rules, he is unable to write correctly. He will commit mistakes in his sentence structure. So to learn sentence structure, correct sentence structure, we will have to learn the grammatical rules also. So dear friends, we will try to learn English in both the ways, by reading as much as possible and by learning grammatical rules. I will try my level best to share whatever I have learned from my experience, from my respected teachers, from my students, especially because it is the students who make a teacher a teacher. No doubt we learn a lot of things from our teachers, but we can't gain confidence without the students. A teacher gains confidence by teaching only, by teaching the students, whether he or she is the student of PhD. Even then, if he doesn't get the opportunity of teaching a student, he or she will not gain confidence of teaching that subject or that language. So I think a student makes a teacher. So I will try to share all my experiences with you, whatever I have learned from all around, from my teachers, from my students, and from my experiences. So dear friends, tomorrow or in the next video, I would like to share some more thoughts with you. I will try to share the grammatical concepts from the very beginning, step by step, so that you can get the benefit of these things in your competitive tests also, as well as in writing or speaking the correct or right sentence structure, and gain confidence while speaking as well as writing. Thanks a lot, my dear friends. This is my first video, and there may be some flaws also, because I'm still a learner. I'm not a perfect English speaker, as there is a well-known proverb that a person learns from birth to death. So I'm also going through that phase. That's why I'm still a learner. If there is some mistake, please forgive me. And if you find something good, then please do try to apply that in your life, and which can be helpful for you in learning English. Thanks a lot, dears. See you again. Have a nice day.